It's now time for our self-care series brought to you by Bic Soleil. Now, following our discussion on Friday on how building a relationship with yourself contributes towards self-care as well as self-awareness, life coach Anarine Rousseau returns to the couch to speak further on how self-care contributes towards how we engage, interact, relate and form relationships with other people as well. Welcome back to the show.
Yes, hi, thanks, Jeannie.
I love these sessions that we have. I honestly feel like they're my own therapy sessions on the couch with my own personal shrink, but obviously on TV. But no, we learn so much about it. So now we obviously know how important it is to have a really healthy relationship with yourself. But now how important is it to have functioning, healthy relationships with those in your circles?
You know, Jeannie, for me personally, having relationships with other people is actually the reason I'm on earth.
Yeah.
It is the fact that I can connect with people and build on a relationship is like the meaning of life for me.
Yeah,
so for me, it's really unbelievably important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should you choose the kind of people that you have relationships with? Like, I feel like you become like the people that you spend your most time with. And also, I also like to think that you've got to spend time with people who inspire you. So how do you kind of cultivate the relationships that you keep and have?
It is so important to have the right friends and the right support network around you. You can't be living life with people who do not, you know, serve you or go with you well. It's just not going to work out for you. It's really important. And I think the way you kind of go about that is you treat them like you want them to treat you.
Yeah.
You know, like you listen when they're talking. And I don't mean just listen, I mean really listen. Listen to what they are saying to you.
Yeah.
And give them your time.
Yeah, I suppose you've got to, you know, give to those as they give to you.
Exactly.
So the people who make the bigger effort with you return that effort. But now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, I think, because in relationships, with friendships, you sometimes have to have breakups, the same as you would break up with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever you're dating. But you have to also then break up with friends and sometimes family members. Who should you choose? I mean, should you cut family members out sometimes and friendships? I mean, how do you go about doing that?
Judy, I think that you should cut out anybody that doesn't serve you. A relationship is two ways. So you're going to give and you're going to take.
Yeah.
So you can't be in a relationship where it's strictly one-sided. But in saying that, I just want to add one thing. Some relationships are a little bit of one-sided. Like you're going to give more than you're going to receive. Like, let's say, for charity work. You know, you're doing something for someone else, you're going to be giving a hell of a lot more than perhaps you're physically receiving.
Yeah.
So you need to weigh that up. You need to weigh how toxic is that relationship. So ask yourself, what am I getting from this relationship? What am I giving to the relationship?
Yeah.
And that's going to help you determine whether it's toxic or not.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm concerned, doesn't matter whether it's family, friends, boyfriend, all forms of relationship, you choose.
If they're not serving you, snake them out.
Hardcore, I know, but you must, because you need to live a good, healthy, comfortable life. And if that person is bringing you down, you're going to go down with them. Unless you physically decide, okay, I'm going to make a choice here, I'm going to stay empowered and make a choice that I'm going to stick with this person, but these are my barriers.
But sometimes empathetic people love a relationship with a narcissist and with a toxic person. Why is that?
I think they feel as if they belong there. Like they decide that this is where they feel most comfortable with. It's a really interesting thing to actually like go into because relationships are complicated. But you need to stop. And that's like the biggest thing, is stop and ask yourself, is this relationship really, truly serving me? And then make a plan to change it if it's not.
That's such beautiful advice. Thank you so much for our little therapy session today. So building new relationships is as exciting as your time to shine. So with Bic Soleil disposable razors, which are available at your local leading retailers nationwide. Make this summer your time to shine with Bic Soleil.